Welcome to English Beyond Pages, a space where stories go beyond words and emotions go beyond pages. This is not just a channel, it's where emotions speak louder than language. I am RJ Bhuvi and I'll be your voice on this journey. To all our listeners, old or new, welcome to English Beyond Pages, where every story lives beyond the page. This is our first English audio novel, a story of silence, strength, and a symbol of I in all. This is The Threads of Freedom by Sriko. We often think that losing our freedom happens all at once, with a loud argument or a locked door. But usually it happens quietly. It happens when we start asking for permission to be ourselves. It happens when we trade our dreams for a comfort that feels more like a cage. Today's story is about Mira. It's a story about a train journey, a forgotten diary, and a rose pink sari that became a symbol of women's fight to find herself again. If you have ever felt like you were losing your spark to the quiet demands of life, this is for you. This is part one of The Threads of Freedom, the Golden Cage. The train glided to a halt with a long sigh, its whistle slicing through the sleepy rhythm of the morning. Mira's gaze lingered on the window. The glass caught her reflection amid the blur of strangers. Vendors were already calling out, their voices blending into a familiar chorus. Puffed rice, fresh and crispy. Stationaries, ma'am, ball pens, notebooks. Cotton saris, ma'am, pure cotton. Men hurried with files tucked under their arms. Women held lunch boxes and dreams. Children clung to their mothers' hands. Life moved with purpose. But Mira sat still, something nagging her. The train's hum matched the rhythm of her thoughts. Each turn of the wheel stirring something unsettled inside her. A quiet ache, an inexpressible pain, trying to open up but unable to, leaving her feeling lonely. 2 years into marriage, she had learned something few ever told her that dependence doesn't always arrive with demand. Sometimes it comes wrapped in love. Sometimes it smiles, asks what's best for you, and yet leaves you caged, clipped, and compelled. It had begun with one simple morning and a sari. She had stood near the dining table, holding her phone, scrolling through an online store. Her sister's birthday was in a week. Arjun, she had called softly. I'm thinking of buying a sari for Kavya. She loves that pastel shade. He didn't look up from his laptop. Why do you need to buy it? She doesn't gift you anything, right? Why spend unnecessarily? The words were light, almost casual, but they landed like stones, tears like thorns. She had forced a smile, muffling something about checking later. Inside, something fragile cracked quietly, invisibly. The small wish unfulfilled, the love unrecognized, left her feeling agonized. She wanted to speak up. It's not about what she gives me, it's my token of love, my expression of care. But the words stayed inside, choked by silence. This was not just a sari, it was about the weight of continuous rejection. Part 2. The Girl She Was. That evening, she sat on the balcony, her cup of tea long gone cold. The sunset painted everything gold, a sight beautiful enough to inspire a poem, but her heart felt grey, winding into memories. Her phone buzzed. Hey Mira, it was Ria, her old college friend. You sound low. What's up? Mira hesitated. Nothing much as usual. No, something's wrong, Ria pressed. Mira sighed. Just felt small today, Ria, for asking something simple. What happened? I asked Arjun if I could get a sari for Kavya. He said it's unnecessary. Ria said, that must have hurt. Mira smiled faintly. It's not the sari, you know. It's that I have to ask. Ria's voice softened. You have always been independent, Mira. You worked, studied, helped everyone. Don't let that part of you fade. You don't owe anyone silence. I remember how you cared for your sister. I was jealous of your bond. Why don't you explain clearly to him again? After the call, Mira sat quietly, staring at the evening sky. She realized her pain wasn't born that morning, it had roots deep once. Years ago, when she had finished school, life had tested her early. Her father's transfer came suddenly, and in that confusion, her parents couldn't get both daughters admitted to the college. Only her sister got a seat on time. It's okay, Mira said with a smile that cost her dearly. I'll stay back. No bitterness, no sadness, just quiet acceptance. One morning, her eyes caught an advertisement for a walk in interview for a teacher. Why not give it a try? She thought. Maybe teach for a year, at least bridge the long empty days. Her mother's eyes had glistened. You don't have to. I want to, she insisted. I learn and join college next year. I can't just sit at home. And she did. She found a job at a nearby school, a temporary teaching post. But it gave her something priceless self worth. She still remembered that first day, the chalk dust on her fingers, the eager faces of children, the smell of fresh notebooks. Every day brought new stories, new excitement, which she shared with her parents. Her father smiled. Honey, you look happy now. Your mom was so worried about how you would handle a year away from studies. Papa, just chill. Don't worry about me, she laughed. Her salary was small, but she felt rich. She bought small things for her sister and a sari and shirt and a sari for her mother. My first fruit of earning, she had said proudly. Later, she joined a reputed college in the city. She traveled by train every day, the same kind she was sitting in now. She used to sit by the window then too. Wind in her hair, dreams in her eyes. Once you have tasted financial freedom, silence feels heavy. Her classes ended at 2:30. By 4, she was at a part-time job, working until 8. Though her parents hesitated at first, they later felt proud of her. She remembered Kavya's birthday vividly. They were in their small hostel room, laughing over cake and songs from an old phone. Kavya had unwrapped Mira's gifts, her dress, a silver ring, and a few cosmetics, all bought from Mira's salary. This is the color I love, Kavya had said, her eyes twinkling. You earned this yourself? Of course, Mira smiled. This is your day. The joy in her sister's eyes felt like sunlight, two full moons glowing beside each other. That memory stayed as her talisman of strength. Proof that love expressed through efforts carries a beauty that words can't express. Part 3, Reclaiming the Sari. Now, sitting in the train years later, Mira let out a long breath. How far I have drifted from that girl, she thought. The one who never wanted to burden anyone, who believed her worth was in her effort. When did I start asking for permission to care? She wondered. Am I not worth of it now? Is it too late? As the train began to move again, she leaned her head against the window. The sunlight flickered across her face, and something within her began to clear, like sunlight after rain. Financial independence isn't about money, she thought. It's about dignity, confidence, and the right to choose. That night, she opened her old diary, pages yellowed but filled with ambition. Her own handwriting caught her eye. One day I'll work not for survival, but for pride. A spark lit within her. Yes, I'm going to bring back the real me. It's not too late, she thought, gazing at the moon and stars that seemed to shine brighter that night. The next morning, she approached Arjun as he was leaving for her work. Arjun, she said gently, I have been thinking I would like to work again. He looked surprised. You don't need to. I earn enough. Take care of the house and the kid. I know, she said, calm but steady. But it's not about money. I want to feel useful again, to do something that's mine. He frowned. You are overthinking. Just relax at home. But Mira didn't reply. She had already made up her mind never to retreat again. A month later, she found a teaching position at a nearby school. On her first day, she wore her old cotton sari, pale blue, simple, elegant. She felt like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. When she stepped into the classroom, the smell of chalk dust filled her lungs again. The laughter of the children, their questions, and their curiosity. It all came rushing back. This is the real me, she whispered to herself. That evening, she walked home lighter, her steps sure. She didn't tell Arjun immediately. She wanted her confidence to speak before her words did. Gradually, she regained herself, her rhythm, her purpose, her income. Ria often checked in. How's the new job, Mira? Mira would smile. It's like breathing again. Weeks passed. Her sister's birthday was around the corner once more. But this time, Mira didn't hesitate. She walked into a sari store after work. The air smelled of starch and new fabric. She ran her fingers over soft silks, bright cottons, and printed chiffons, her heart filling with quiet excitement. When she saw a rose pink sari with a silver border, she knew Kavya will love this. At home that evening, Arjun noticed the shopping bag. What's that? A sari, Meera replied, folding it neatly. For Kavya's birthday. He paused, then nodded. Okay. No questions, no resistance, just quiet acceptance. Something in her had shifted, invisible yet undeniable. A week later, she stood before the mirror, helping Kavya drape the sari. Kavya twirled, laughing. This is beautiful. You always pick me the best. Meera smiled, watching her sister's reflection. But it wasn't just pride she saw, it was peace. As Kavya hugged her, Meera caught her own reflection behind them. Calm eyes, lifted chin, a faint smile that spoke of silent triumph. The little Mira in her heart whispered, I'll buy something for you one day, like mom does. I'll take care of you. She was blissful, on the right and confident track once again. The fabric was soft, but the feeling beneath it was strong. The gentle strength of someone who had reclaimed her worth. That night, as she lay beside Arjun, she felt no anger, no bitterness, only clarity. Life wasn't about proving anything. It was about remembering who she was before she forgot. She whispered softly to herself, I didn't just buy a sari, I bought back myself. And somewhere between that thought and the rhythm of a distant night train, Mira finally slept free. Mira's story is a reminder to all of us. Dignity isn't given, it's reclaimed. We hope this story inspires you to look into your own old diaries and remember the person you were before you were told to be someone else. If Mira's journey resonated with you, please share this video with someone who might need to hear it today. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more stories of human heart. Thank you for listening and remember your worth is your own. Until next time, this is Bhuvi.